All right, then, we're finally back with more Guadeloupe action, preparing for the Gold Cup 2023. I do apologise for the long gap from the previous episode to now, just for various reasons, which we don't need to go into now. It's been difficult to record recently, but we're back. We're about to name our squad. As you can see here, we're submitting the 23-man squad for the Gold Cup, and we do have a couple of new additions. First of all, this guy, a guy I have a bit of FM history with, Loic Nestor, 34 years old, so he's getting on a bit. He's only played 7 times for Guadeloupe, but that's often the nature of these non-FIFA affiliated nations, that players don't play for them all the time because of the lack of competitive games. So we can see he's decent. He's playing for Grenoble in the French leagues. Now, where my history comes from with this particular player, I remember many years ago, we're talking more than 10 FMs ago, probably FM 2012 maybe, I was doing the San Marino Challenge, so taking over San Marino Calcio and the San Marino national team, and I signed Loic Nestor for San Marino when we were in Serie B. Now, at that time, there was a bit of a corner exploit in FM. Some people say there still is, but in this particular year, it was very pronounced. In-swinging, near post corners, get your central defender on there to head it, and it was almost a guaranteed goal. And this guy was scoring like 20 odd goals a season for me in Serie B. I've got history with him. Hopefully we'll see some good performances from him here. We've also got a couple of players who I've persuaded to forego their dream of playing for France and instead fulfill their dream of playing for Guadeloupe. First of all, we have Jose Casimir, who plays for Le Havre, I think his team was, wasn't it? Yeah. Decent winger. He's young at 21, so someone who can get in plenty of appearances for us over the years. And we've also got this guy, Marcus Coco, who likewise plays as a winger, currently plays for FC Nantes in the French leagues. The interesting thing about him is when we look at his personal information, he did actually turn out for France under-21 17 times, 17 under-21 caps. Now he is let me just double check on that, 26. So obviously he's come to the realization that the French national senior team isn't going to happen. So he's turning out for Guadeloupe. Good on you. Now, the focus of today's episode is going to be that group stage of the Gold Cup 2023, but we've also had news through about the CONCACAF Nations League. Now, at the start of the game, Guadeloupe are in Nations League C, which is the lowest tier in the CONCACAF version of this particular competition, but that was all played by the AI before I came in and took over, and Guadeloupe got promoted, so they're now into Nations League B. And you can see here that's an interesting group, and one where I think we'll stand a chance there. I mean, St. Lucia, I think we should be beating them. St. Kitts and Nevis probably should be beating them. So I think it's going to come down to the two Guas. Guadeloupe, Guatemala. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Right, so we're jumping back in here just before the first game, just because, you know, I love this kind of stuff, the random news headlines that come up sometimes in Football Manager. Unintentionally funny, but look at this. Guadeloupe look to Coco and Co. So opening day of fixtures in Group A, and this is a big one for us, because if you look at the 4 teams in this group, I think we really need to get a win on the board against Haiti in this opening game. Then we're going to play United States in the second game, so we want to avoid humiliation there. And then it all comes down to that final group game against Jamaica, which will become a kind of cup final. All right, so for this game, I'm going with the 4-3-3 formation that I've used with the Liechtenstein national team a few times in my other save over on the channel here. And what's happened with this is when we're playing teams of a similar level to us, when it comes to the rankings, this has been effective in getting the results. So I'm hoping it's going to do the same trick here today. All right, so here we go. The teams are out ready to kick off this Gold Cup campaign. It is a little bit difficult when you're managing a non-FIFA ranked nation like Guadeloupe to kind of gauge the opposition, because, you know, quite often you can use the world rankings to kind of give some indication of where the team are relative to your level, as we nearly get off to a dream start there. But as we don't have a ranking, I look at Haiti's ranking in the game. They're like around 100 in the world rankings, but I got no idea until we're well into this match of how well we match up with them. I think that we should be able to beat them. We should be able to get the 3 points on the board, but it's not going to be an easy win. Anyway, if it's going to be a win at all, as we've got Haiti building patiently from the back here, but Casimir, the debutant, he steals the ball. He's gone on a bit of a run. Oh, he can't quite get the cross off, but looks like there was a foul. I think that was outside the box, if I'm honest. I would be very surprised if VAR gave us the penalty here, but no, we're going to have a free kick in a dangerous position, though. So let's see if we can get something from this. So Casimir places it on the edge of the area. He's going to whip this one in, and no, it gets headed across the box. Oh, Lambesi got sent off for that. He got sent off for that. It looked like it was just a bit of a trip on the edge of the box. I don't know what happened there. But okay, we'll take it. If Haiti are going to play the rest of this game with 10 men, 70 minutes with 10 men, we will take that. Certainly we will. Okay, David has won the ball here. Come on. Let's see if we can round off this passage of play with a goal. It comes back to David, and he's tucked it away into the corner. VAR comes in again. We're going to have a VAR review. Was that offside? It may have been, actually. Yeah. He went a little bit too early, unfortunately. We'll get it on the replay here. Ooh, marginal. Marginal, but unfortunately, yeah, those kind of goals just don't get given these days. It's 0-0 at halftime. You can see we've dominated in terms of shots and chances. XG's not too high, though, so we're going to have to work on that in the second half. Haiti's XG is 0. We're past the hour mark now. Come on, now is the time to score. Come on, let's get this first goal on the board. Oh, Coco nearly with a thunderous strike. That would have been a great goal to mark his debut with, but hits the post, and Haiti survive yet again. Okay, we've picked up the ball here in a dangerous position. We've got it out to Casimir. Can he just drill in a low cross? He does, and Florian David scores. We finally broken the deadlock with 20 minutes to go. We're 1-0 up. All right, we've made all our 3 substitutions now as David nearly doubles our lead. The main thing now is to see this out. A second goal would be nice, could be important for goal difference later if we need a tiebreaker to get that second place in the group. Definitely looking at that, though, looking at that dominance, that perhaps should have been 2 or 3 more goals, I think. 2 or 3 more goals, but nevertheless, we'll tell the team that we were happy with it as we prepare for match day 2. So here's the state of play as we come into match day 2. We're playing United States, who we are currently joint top with. They beat Jamaica 2-1 in their opening game, though they did have Richards sent off in that match. So, what's going to be the best outcome here? I think we've got to be realistic. We're very unlikely to get any kind of positive result from this match. So our aim has to be, if we're going to lose, to make sure it's a narrow defeat, a 1-0, a 2-0, something like that. And then we got to hope Jamaica and Haiti in the other game, it's a draw. That would be the best result for us. We could think, well, maybe we can somehow beat the US. It's very unlikely, though. It's a 1 in a million chance. Right, so here we go. We're apparently in front of a sold-out Rose Bowl for this game. So 90,000 odd fans to see Guadeloupe take on USA. Let's hope we can put on a show for them and not the kind of not the humiliating 5 or 6-0 defeat that I'm kind of half expecting. But we're starting with a Guadeloupe attack here, and that could have been a very interesting start to the game indeed. Okay, more Guadeloupe highlights here, but is it going to be a US break? No, we managed to recycle it. Get it back in there, boys. Come on. Maybe that US break is going to come after all. But while we've got the chance to do something, let's do it. No, it's back to Turner. I think I know what's coming here. It's going to be launched forward, and then the power and pace of the US is just going to be too much for us. There's Dest out on the flank, making that run forward. Good interception from our defence there, but we just can't clear it. That's the kind of issue I find with managing the smaller nations and smaller clubs as well, as Sargent scores the inevitable goal, is that you get in those positions where those interceptions are made, that last-ditch tackle comes in, but it's the clearance. The clearance just doesn't go anywhere. It's just kind of hacked away, and then it results. And look at that. That was the US's first proper chance. That was their first proper chance, and they buried it. Always ominous when we cut directly to a free kick being taken. Reina hits the bar. Luckily, it does not go in. Can we hold on till half-time at 1-0? I hope so. If we can, then great. The team talk's easy. We just tell them, okay, we've made it to half-time without conceding again. I mean, it's not great. We had those couple of chances with the early highlights, and we've had nothing since. Right, so lambasted the team at half-time for their failure to get a shot on target, as Reina, this time, the highlight starting with the free kick does result in a goal. Okay, so we're 2-0 down. We held on. We did all that work to hold on till half-time. It didn't mean anything. Lovely. But yes, I did. I was quite harsh on them, saying, you know, if you're not getting shots fired off, then we're never going to score. That's one thing I've noticed this year with the team talks. It seems to have gone back to, you know, if there's just the smallest thing you're unhappy with, be harsh with your choice of words in the team talk and you'll get a positive reaction. That used to be the case a few years ago, and then it became a bit more subtle. That wasn't sometimes, or maybe it was just the teams I was managing, but last year, the year before, I found the teams were much more likely to have a negative reaction when I got mad at them. But now it seems that does fire them up. Anyway, Florian David is having a nightmare, 6.1, so we'll get him off. Coco is not having a good game either, so we're going to bring on Casemir in his place. Phaeton's not having a great game, but I only have a limited number of substitutions. I'm going to save the third substitute for later, just in case I need it, but tell them that they can go out there and make an impact. Right, we're into the final 10 minutes. We've kept it at 2-0 up till now. Phaeton wins the ball there, but again, you see that clearance, it just goes straight to our opponent's feet. Right, and they've got it out now to, bit of an acrobatic cross there from Reina. Tillman with the power bullet header. And yeah, I never got to finish my sentence about if we can keep it down to 2-0. That's not happening. So, okay, 3-0. Let's keep it to 3-0. Which we do. Okay, I mean, it's not a terrible result. We weren't humiliated. I'm just going to see what I mean. I don't like what I saw from this team, and we got the positive reaction. The key thing is going to be now what's happened in that Jamaica-Haiti game. And well, we get a surprise in the other match. Jamaica lose to Haiti. They had a man sent off as well. So what does that mean for the group? That makes things very interesting indeed. That puts Haiti in second, but they have to play the United States in their final match. US should win that. Hopefully they do. If Haiti lose that game, a point against Jamaica is enough. Do you think we can do it? Well, let me know down in the comments, but don't go anywhere. Well, I'm not asking you to predict what happens in the next video. We're going to fast forward to that Jamaica match right now. Well, I figured you guys waited a long time for this second episode, or third episode, depending on how you want to count it. So, you know, we should give you the full group stage experience. Hopefully, there will be a second Gold Cup episode if we can qualify, get out of this group, and qualify for that quarter-final round. But, well, we will see. It's by no means a guarantee that we can beat Jamaica. I would expect a tough game here. All right, so we see US have taken the lead against Haiti. I would take things as they are now. If this just runs down with no highlights, 0-0, won't make exciting viewing for you, but it will get the desired result for me. All right, just coming up for the hour mark. This is the first highlight we've had for quite a while in this game, and it is Guadeloupe coming forward. We get the cross in, and oh, that was close. I think that was Coco with the header. Ooh, Jamaica now with a free kick in a dangerous position. I mean, as things stand, we're in second in the group, but if we concede, that changes everything. United States now 2-0 up. Giovanni Reina with the goal. That definitely helps us, as you can see, with the goal difference. Although if we concede, of course, we're going to go on to -3. And yeah, well, Jamaica, they're not out of it. If they can beat us and get the goal difference to swing in their favour, they go through. But we're into the final 10 minutes already. It's time for me to make some time-wasting subs. Okay, so just brought on Phaeton up top in place of David, who again is just a bit anonymous today. And we've also brought on Delaney, a young left back. We're going to make one more substitution now as we move into stoppage time, just to kill this game. As I said, it has been a bit of a damp squib. Not a great game for the neutral to watch. But assuming nothing happens in this remaining 42 seconds, it's been exactly the set of results that we were after, but this is all building up to me having spoken too soon. Are the FM gods going to curse me here? No, I don't think so. We managed, playing a bit risky to get that out of defence, but we managed to nullify that Jamaican attack. Delaney now just on as a sub. Don't turn yourself into the villain. Good. Calm under pressure. Played it back to the keeper. We just keep giving it away. We keep giving it away, but we finally made the long clearance. That's it. 0-0 is the final score. We did not deserve to get a point out of that game, but we did. Nobody gave us a chance. We'll go with that. And we can see it there with how the table looks. We have managed to scrape into second place. Yeah, so there we go. Jamaica Labour to a draw. Really disappointing tournament from them, it has to be said. Managing only 1 point as they did, and that was against us in that match we just watched. So we've qualified for the quarter-final. The key thing now, who are we going to play? Well, as I deal with this press conference, I'm going to leave that one for next time. We'll start the next episode with the confirmation of who we get in that quarter-final round of the Gold Cup. And we'll do the quarter-final. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a semi-final as well. Highly unlikely, but you never know. Stranger things have happened in Football Manager. Check out the video here.